Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Sai and today I am going over day 25 and 26 of the 31 days of tarot. I notice this is becoming a trend. I skip a day and then I get back on the horse. Alright, but let's get this started. The month is almost over, so let's get going. For day 25, it was saying, do you have a tarot self-care ritual that are only for your personal practice? Couldn't see. I need to wear my glasses more often. Well, the tarot rituals that I have is basically doing tarot spreads for me, especially in the morning. I try to pick a card, and with that card, what it does, what it says, I try to embody that advice into my life. It's kind of something that I'll be like ready on guard for what it says. Like for me today, when I pulled my cards, it said strength. So, and with that said, it was right after I had a great crying session. I woke up crying and being all in my feelings about some family issues. I'm still going through the grieving on my mom, and that is kind of like how do I put this? I have felt like I have not grieved properly. Every time I try to let the waterworks come, I kind of like block them off and ignore that and keep going and do something else and get involved with the kids or keep going, and I don't feel like I had let the waterworks out real good and get it out of my chest. And after the whole crying and ugly face crying and everything, the card that pulled for me was strength. And with what I was really praying, crying to my mom and everything was, yeah, basically the bottom line was to give me strength, to give me the capability to do what I have to do in order to not just continue to be the little sister, which I am the little sister, but I'm the little big sister. I feel my role here is like more, I'm the head and everybody else is the limbs. So, and it's sometimes overwhelming when you see the world in a different aspect and everybody's like got blinders, and my nature is to want to protect them. And well, that's a long story, but basically the card that came to me was strength, and it came to me basically in two forms, because I did the strength card, and then I always do a no show grow spread for the day, what I need to know, what I need to show the world, and what I need to grow. And my growth card, no, that was yesterday. I believe it was yesterday, because for today, my growth card was basically my bottom feelings, the Nine of Swords, my anxieties, my fears, and in a way, it's not really telling me to like grow more, but it's like learn to grow the answers to all of that's happening. We know that you have all these anxieties and all these fears and everything, but we want you to do the 360 and grow all that strength power that you have to make all of those dissipate. Also, my show card was Empress, which that's more to show, again, to myself that I have the capability of being nurturing and stern and get everything all into a big view and get everything work together. So I try to get that going. And of course, I had the Five of Swords as my main theme right now, which, yay! I already knew I had my inner conflict. I just had to make sure that I embody my Empress and that I am able to use the Empress to overcome the obstacle. All right, so that's basically my self-care ritual that I do with tarot. I do a daily reading to myself. I try to meditate about the problem, concentrate about what is going on, what is telling me what's happening, and try to concentrate all of that and kind of have that still time to isolate my problem or my concern at that moment and flourish it out. If it's early in the morning and I haven't had my day going and I haven't had any reaction, usually I can tell where all these other aspects I have to incorporate together. All right, so that was long. Woo! So okay, so for 26, that's today. It says, what tarot deck do you wish you could get into or buy with, but can't, and why? Oh my God. Okay. All right. So for the longest, I don't have one per se right now. We're kind of working pretty good. But for the longest, it was the Brotherhood of Light Authentic Egyptian Tarot. I could say this was my very first deck. And it was gifted to me when I had my whole awakening of becoming Wiccan pagan. And the girl, the witch that was running the place, she gave me this deck of cards with, I went to one of her classes, and I'm trying to remember what's the name of the class, but I cannot remember to save my life. And we all left with a goodie bag. And the goodie bag had this beautiful deck. But I was a beginner tarot reader then. I did not have no knowledge of tarot, no nothing. So I end up purchasing, and I can't get it out now. I can't get it out now because she's hiding. Yep, it's hiding. I can't get it out now. But I ended up getting a starter deck. I can't find it right now. It's a tarot deck, but it has like the meanings on the top and the bottom for reverse and upwards. And using that other deck, I was more comfortable. But using this baby, which is just a nice gray deck, it didn't really, I couldn't tell, like certain parts of the major arcanas, I couldn't tell them apart. I didn't know who was who, what was happening. I could tell, of course, coins and the swords, who they were, for the long, because they are actually, you could tell, is a sword, in their coins, but I couldn't tell who that was. And so for the longest, I kind of ignored this baby. I didn't give it too much love. And then as I really didn't give it no love. Time flashes forward. That was back in 2001, 2, 3, somewhere around there. I was in Connecticut at that time. And here comes 2010. Yeah, 10, 11. And I'm like, let me give this deck a try, because where I was storing it, it was starting to get damaged with some other stuff. And I was like, okay, let me give this baby a try, because it's not fair. It's been with me forever. I'm not giving it love. Magic, you know more about tarot, so I'm able to pick the cards now and say, oh, okay, this is the Empress, and this is the Chariot, and this is this. And so so yes, it was misunderstood for a long time. Then we flash back to this deck. As you know, I'm well, over here you can find me also as Amethyst Pink Tarot. So Amethyst, I'm a February baby, so Amethyst is my stone. So when I knew that the company, the Cracked Amethyst, had a tarot deck, I kind of went crazy. I wanted that tarot deck, but I got too late. I don't have that tarot deck. I wish I could get that tarot deck. It's like, that's one of my goals, but I don't know if any of y'all selling yours. Let me know. I would love to get it, because I feel that my Amethyst Oracle is incomplete because I do not have the tarot deck. And I hope if Jessica Bolt is hearing me that she would release, please, darling, please release at least a limited edition tarot on this, because I need it. Now this sweet baby, we had butted heads for the longest. Because I don't know if y'all have the same problem, but I know I do. I got moments that I run with a lot of depression and a lot of anxiety, and my headspace is not really where it's supposed to be, and I'm all over the place, and I can't even get my thoughts out. That's why I'm all over the place. And this deck triggers my ADD. Triggers it really bad. Because sometimes, like now, it's telling me to shut up. Literally just telling me to shut up. It likes to butt head with me. And there's sometimes moments that I can't even we don't connect because it has an attitude. It has such an attitude with me, and it's like a sibling. We get into it. So what I had to do to use this baby, which I love her, don't get me wrong, I love this deck a lot, but I have to pair her up. I have to pair her up with other decks. So I usually do 2 oracle combos to read this one. I would love for her to not be so mean to me, and so we could get more acquainted to the point that I could use her, just her, without having to pair her up with another oracle just to get more messages out, because she has an attitude. But I think I still need her counterpart, and I think that's why she has an attitude with me, because she's not in alignment without her tarot deck. Well, that went long, and y'all saw that right off the bat. It was literally sounding me out. I find it funny though, because it's true. We get into it once in a while. All right, thank you for watching. Hope this was helpful. If you have any questions or concerns, leave a comment down below, and like always, be the light.